There are good tags that make you money, and there are tags that take up space and slow down your growth. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys the exact formula that I use to find the best tags to include in your listing. This is the exact same formula that top 7- and 8-figure Etsy sellers that I consult use in their Etsy business. I'm going to make it very simple so that you have what it takes to write top-level Etsy listings with top-level Etsy tags. For those that don't know, my name is Vlad. I've sold close to 200,000 sales on Etsy alone, and I want to share with you guys everything that I know on this channel. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. Now let's talk about tags and why are they so important to Etsy. We can't talk about tags without talking about the algorithm. The algorithm's job is to find the right customer and match it with the right product. That's it. Very simple. However, the process of doing that is somewhat complicated, and we need to help the algorithm. It can't do it on its own, at least not yet. When you have millions upon millions upon millions of products and millions of customers, that process, that task becomes very difficult for the algorithm. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of words in the English dictionary, a lot of words, and there is even more words when you start to pair them together. It becomes infinite. And so what the algorithm needs help with is to narrow those keywords to only a few so it can test just the right kind of keywords so that it can get your product to your customers sooner and more efficiently. And not only that, to make sure that it finds the right customer. Tags are all about efficiency in the indexing process. Now, there are products on Etsy that really don't need that much help to figure out what the product is. For example, I used to sell a flea market banner for businesses. It's a very simple product that didn't have that much variations. I've created a listing that did really well, but I realized I forgot to include the tags, but it still did really, really well. So the algorithm is really good at just taking your title and generally knowing what your product is all about. However, there are products that have a bit more variation, a bit more flavor, that it needs a bit more detail exactly what the product is all about. And for the most part, you are going to sell that kind of product. However, even on the product like the banner that I was selling, I should have included tags to start ranking on keywords that maybe the algorithm didn't know that was also available, like kids banners. And that was actually a keyword that was very appropriate for my products to sell kids room decor. So keywords are not only important to help the algorithm index appropriately and sooner, but it's also to help the algorithm to start ranking in keywords that it might not know that our product can be useful in. Now, the cornerstone of the reference where the algorithm starts to index is going to be the title. That's why the title is absolutely critical. I'm going to link to that video that I talked about on how to write a good title at the end of this video, so make sure to watch to the end. However, the title is limited in how much keywords we can put in there. So Etsy has provided us the opportunity to add more to, like I said, help the algorithm to be more efficient and more appropriate for our customers. Now I want to talk about which tags are more important and will generate more sales and more traffic, and then which kind of are important. If you have some space, if you have some room, go ahead and include them. And some of the tags you need to kind of avoid because they not only take up space, but they just might be not good for your listings. And you need to watch out for these tags because I see these tags being included in a lot of listings and they're not useful at all. Now, after I tell you how to know the difference between good tags and bad tags, I'm going to share with you guys how to write good tags and what's the process that I use to write good tags. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. So the first thing, now I'm going to use my Illustrator kind of display here to kind of show you what we're going to do. So these are going to be the most important. These are the ones you want to include. They're not one is better, four is worse. They're all equally the same. Just look at the color, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about is what is another way to say the product. So we have your title. By the way, if I misspell some of the things, I apologize. But we wrote our title. This is going to be our main kind of center point of our keywords. What's another way to say that exact keyword? Again, we're going to talk about how to write that, but I just want you to keep in mind, the first one is another way to say the product. So if you said personalized, customized is another way to say it. Again, we'll talk about that more in detail. The next one is details that can be indexed. I misspelled index, but details that can be indexed. For example, if you are doing embroidered, we'll make sure that embroidered is included even at least in the title. If not in the title, then at least in the tags, because people will actually type in personalized embroidered towels. Or if you're doing genuine leather wallets and you didn't include the word genuine leather, we'll include that in the tags because there are some customers that will actively type that into search. So you want to make sure that you include details that can be indexed, that might be actually typed by the customer. The second one is events. Any kind of events that is relevant and can be at the same time indexed. So, an event is coming up, they don't know what to buy, but they do know the event, right? This is going to be very critical. A lot of customers push off from these keywords, and you want to rank for those keywords as well. And the last one of the most important one is, who is it for? Is it for dads? Is it for groomsmen? If it's for, for specific kind of people, gift for him, gift for dad, gift for gentlemen, all of that is going to be important, okay? And the next ones is style that are non-detail specific. So for example, if I'm going to be selling a Bohemian dog collar, well, Aztec is kind of an important keyword. It's not something that people will most likely write, but it's another keyword that people might look for. And so I might include the word Aztec. The next one is niche only detail. So if you're doing Dungeons and Dragons and there's maybe some of the terms that you might want to include that only Dungeons and Dragon fans will know about, you might want to include that in this section. Again, not as important, but there might be some necessity to it. And if you have room, might as well include it. By the way, if you use all the space, as much space as you can in the dark greens, and if you have some space, use these light greens. That's essentially kind of how you distinguish the difference. And the last one is production detail. Production detail is something like printed, right? You don't really have to include the word printed. Customers usually know, but sometimes people say t-shirt, sometimes customers want something printed instead of a sticker. Something that's generally known by the general public. Don't go too specific like UV printer, but you can add the keyword printed. All right, and so some of the things that you don't need is repetitive keywords. Repetitive keywords like t-shirt. This happens all the time. T-shirt, bridesmaids t-shirts, groomsmen t-shirts, all just the word t-shirt. You don't need to include that because you just need to use it once. And what the algorithm is going to do is it's going to pick and choose from your tags. So you don't even need to have your tags make sense. So if you're going to do leather wallet for men, you can actually put leather wallet, men. You don't even need to do 4. Then the next one could be genuine, dark, groomsmen. It doesn't even have to make any sense. It just, the words need to be there. It's okay to cram in tags. But when you're doing repetitive keywords, you're just taking up space that you could use for other keywords. So no repetitive keywords. They do not help you with your ranking. The next one is keywords that are in your title and category. Those are already going to be part of the indexing process. You don't need to use them again in your tags. It's just taking up space. And the last one is relevant but useless keywords. So for example, like I said, a UV printer. Yes, you use the UV printer, but you don't need to include that in the tags because customers don't know what that is. It's not going to be useful for the indexing process. Because remember, we want to create the efficiency for the algorithm to rank our product. We don't need to throw in keywords that will throw off the algorithm. All right, so how do we write these tags? Let's talk about kind of how we shop. And the way we shop will give you a good idea on how we might think about our product. And there are keywords along the way that we might come up with that would be very useful for us to be able to index our product appropriately or write the tags. So first, when we go to the store, let's say we want to get some salami. We go to the store, which store are we going to buy? Are we going to go to this store or this store? Let's just say we went to this store because it probably has more things that we would need. And then we ask the clerk, hey, what aisle is all the meats at? And the clerk is going to tell you the aisle. So you get to the aisle and you need to know which section of the aisle all the cold meats are. And then you need to know which shelf of all the cold meats are. And then you need to know, which kind of, I meant to move this green box over here. You have 2 different types of brand, and then you choose the exact one. This, again, shifted a little bit, but you get the idea. This is kind of your journey. You go from broad and then you narrow down to the exact product that you want. And along the way, customers might be coming onto Etsy. They don't know what kind of product they want. So they're just thinking of what store to go to and shop around. Some customers already know what store they want to, and they just don't know exactly what they're going to buy in that store. Some customers generally know what aisle they're going to go to. They just don't know maybe the brand or maybe some of the details they want. So this is where each customer comes into Etsy on a different section or different journey of them buying their product, and so they're going to be using keywords that are going to be correlated to the stages that they are in. So if they don't know that they want a leather wallet, they're going to be asking gifts for groomsmen. Or maybe they don't even know that it's going to be a wallet. They just want to be gift for him. So they're going to come in at different stages of their purchasing journey. Side note, when you're just starting to sell, if you want sales velocity, you want to sell products that customers know exactly what they want. I've mentioned this in my previous video. This is really important. Just wanted to throw that side note. You want to start selling products that customers know exactly what they want. You want to target those customers because they will generate not only clicks, views, also they will generate sale velocity. And that's what you want to grow if you do want to grow your Etsy listings. Now, Let's talk about writing tags. How do we write tags? So when somebody comes in the store, they might write wedding gift, right? Then we're going to narrow down gifts for him. We want to narrow down to be more specifics. This is the aisle where it's gift for men, right? This is the aisle. And then we're going to say, okay, groomsmen gift. In the aisle section, we're going to go to the groomsmen gift section. And then in that groomsmen gift section, we're going to find leather wallets. And on that leather wallet section, we're going to find a section where it's personalized wallets. And then we're going to find personalized wallets for groomsmen, more specific, right? So we're funneling down from the keywords down to the very specific. And so these are the kind of keywords that you can include in your tags if you have not yet included them in your title, so that we want to catch all these customers as they're coming in from different stages of their journey. Now, here's the thing. We can use synonyms also including in our tags that we have in these words. So for example, we can do, instead of wedding gifts, we can do wedding party gift. Instead of gift for him, we can do gifts for men. Again, we're not going to repeat the word gift or for. We might do him and then for men. We can do stuff like that. Don't repeat the keyword. But again, you guys get the idea where you can use synonyms. Or for example, groomsman gift could be best man gift. Again, no space there, I'm assuming. Or leather wallet for money clips. And then personalized wallet could be customized money clips. And then personalized wallet for groomsmen could be best man custom money clip, right? There are different ways to say the same product. So take all of these words and put them in tags. Again, not repeating the keywords, but doing it that way, okay? Very simply. Now, here's the other point. This is gonna be very important, okay? This is a category that we're trying to target. This is going to be our high affinity, high converting customers. If we've done our keyword research, we know that the wedding space is a big space and we want to target that. This is how you want to start to develop these keywords to put them in tags. However, your product is also appropriate for other events, for other people. And so you might want to do it for Father's Day gifts, right? You want to do it for Father's Day, and you can work the same pattern. You can find different sections and start researching them that way, and really narrow down to the specific products, like gifts for dad, Father's Day gift, office gift. I kind of repeated it more, but docking station, personalized wooden docking station, right? We were narrowing down to a specific product. So if we're doing docking station, it could be used for this, but it can also be used for that. Leather wallets could also be used for men's gifts or Father's Day gifts, right? And you can funnel your way to that journey as well. The only thing that you need to watch out for is you want to target the first section for the highest traffic. And if you have the luxury to move that and you do have some more space, you want to add some more keywords, move to the next highest traffic and see if you can capitalize on those keywords as well, because your product is also relevant for those keywords. But like I said, title is the most important part of your listing. So if you want to write a good title from which all things will flow, check out this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, because next time we're going to have an awesome interview talking about a multi-million-dollar Etsy seller and her ad strategy. We're going to open up and reveal everything to you guys here on this channel. So make sure to hit that bell. And until next time, you guys have a good one.